And good morning. It is live at 9 here. James Phillips on WJLX. And this morning we've got a special guest. They got a lot going on at the Jasper Family Services Center right now. And Taylor Johnson, the interim executive director, is here this morning to kind of talk about some things that they have happening. The main thing, the reason I invited her to come by is kind of let her let the community know about her because she's new in the position, but then mainly the warming stations are going to be in full effect this week, and they're needing some supplies to kind of help out with the warming stations, and I'm sure volunteers and things like that. So Taylor, just say hello and then tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into the warming stations.
Yeah, so I'm Taylor. I have been the interim executive director for the Jasper Family Services Center since December 1st. But I've been employed with the center since June 2020. I started out coordinating a fatherhood program, and now here I am directing the center, and that's just such a crazy thing to think about. But yeah, so the warming station, we've been full force for really about the past month, but we've been open for the past week consecutively. We will be closed tonight and tomorrow. But with the upcoming weekend, there's quite a few things that we need to help supplement this weekend and prepare just in case, we lose power or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the things that you guys need as far as donations go?
So any sort of canned food items, microwavable meals, water, drinks, sugar. Our people love coffee.
Yeah.
We go through sugar. And then a lot of men items, so just men's clothing, all sizes. We have a good amount for women, but our men, we have a very short supply of.
Do you need like coats and
Yes.
anything
yes,
like that? And
Yes. Hot hands are a really big popular thing, some gloves. If you can do any sort of pullover, jacket, that sort of thing, boggins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about blankets? Anybody?
Yes, we're running low on blankets, pillows, and pillowcases.
Okay.
Yes.
And I guess any like toiletry items or things like that?
Toilet paper, obviously, for whenever they're with us, that helps out. Cleaning supplies, like some Lysol wipes. And we have gotten little bags for like shampoo, conditioner, like travel size items for them to take with them,
Right.
if needed.
And what are the? Do you need? Well, I've got a list of everything that we'll post to on our social media, and we'll post in the comments for this edition of the show. Do you need a lot of volunteers too, or what's that?
So
look like?
we have a wonderful partnership with the city of Jasper, and they we have an agreement with the they just left me. Constables.
Oh, okay.
Constables, yeah.
Yeah.
So they come and they work our overnight shift, but we are running low on volunteers for the first shift, which is 6 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Okay.
And if anybody's interested, you can call the center and leave your name and number, and we will get back with you about that.
And that's really anybody that wants to volunteer, come on and volunteer. Probably a great thing for local churches if they wanted to take
Yes.
times, things like that.
Right. We'd had an outpour of love from our local organizations and churches that are coming and donating food or items that we need every night. We've just seen a big increase of numbers
Yeah.
of individuals in comparison to a few years ago to now.
Right. What do you think is the reasoning behind it? I mean, are people having to go without power a lot because the economy's so bad, or just?
Most of them are your traditional considered homeless.
Right.
And
I know that issue has bloomed a lot in the
Right.
last year or so.
right. And, there's different entities that's coming together now to try to address that and come out with a good
Right.
solution that is addressing the initial problem, not just, the homelessness population.
Right.
But I just think times are hard, and Jasper, Walker County has a reputation for having a loving, giving spirit, and so individuals kind of come here, and we try to help them as most as we can.
Right.
And
I like that you say we've got a reputation for having a gentle and loving spirit, because I really think we do, being from here. But when you watch the news, it's always something bad or something like that.
But there's
you know,
so much good happening.
there is. There really is.
Yeah.
Now, you're originally from Walker County?
I am.
Did you graduate from?
Carbon Hill.
Oh, okay, Carbon Hill.
Yeah.
And then you had said before we came on the air, you went to the University of Alabama and got some experience there through internships and doing kind of what you're doing now.
Right.
What's the toughest thing about the warming center? Like just leading that and taking care of it. What has been the toughest thing?
Well, we do have a coordinator in place that kind of helps, bridge the gap between the volunteers and me or the center. But there's always needs that are arising.
Right.
We're in a partnership with the city, and so we have all their love and support. But there's a lot of other things that just is always moving.
Right.
So we share our gymnasium for the warming station, but we also have early Head Start kids who go in there throughout the day. So the individuals at the warming station are having to clean and prepare and get everything ready for those kids to go in there.
Right.
So just making sure that the space is welcoming and safe for our kids, but also for the individuals that come in at night. And then just coordinating and talking with the community, trying to figure out, who can supply what during these times, which we haven't had an issue with. It's just, there's a large portion of individuals coming now, and we've been open a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You have to, I guess there's a lot of things that you can't really prepare for. Like we were talking about the cold weather this weekend, and everybody's saying power may go out, and so like you got to be thinking about that kind of stuff in the back of your head too.
Yes. I don't know what the answer is.
You're right.
I don't know. So yeah, we don't have generators. So that's a conversation that I've got to call and have with a couple of people and try to figure out. But
and maybe that's a thing that people could donate to if they're really looking to help. Maybe a generator or something could be a helpful thing.
Right.
We got folks out there that probably have an opportunity to get something like that.
Right. And yes, we just got to try to figure that one out. I'm hoping that it doesn't get as bad as what they're saying it's going to. I hope we don't lose power.
Yeah.
We haven't in the past, knock on everything.
Right.
So, we just take it one day at a time. Try to plan, but take it one day at a time, and we'll figure it out.
And what are the hours for the warming center?
So we open at 6 p.m., and we stay open until 7 a.m.
Okay.
In the past, whenever we've known of bad weather, or if the temperature was going to stay below freezing all day, we've tried to stay open 24 hours to make sure, we don't want people being cold during the day either.
Right. So that would mean there's probably a chance for this weekend that you guys may have to stay open 24 hours.
Yes, we're looking at that. We're talking about it and figuring out the staffing portion of it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen to James Spann to see
Yes,
if.
yes.
What has it been? Why did you want to come to the Family Services Center back in 2020? What was and how have you enjoyed being there?
You're going to make me cry.
Uh-oh.
No, just
That's
kidding.
what I try to do. I'm either going to make fun of you or make you cry. That's the.
So back in 2020, we go back to 2019. 2019, I did my internship in Tuscaloosa. I loved it.
Yeah.
Moved back to Walker County because this is where my family was, but I did not know that the center was here.
Right.
I was working at a local convenience store at the beginning of 2020, and then COVID happened. And so I'm just scrolling and looking on Facebook, and I seen the job posting, and it was just almost like a miracle.
Yeah.
It was a very big lot for me during that time. So I came because I was passionate, and I had mentioned to you earlier, no, my family did not partake in any of these services, but they should have.
Right.
And so it was just about plugging into the community and giving back and helping individuals who had similar situations to me.
Yeah.
And on the flip side of that, it actually helped me grow and work through a lot of things too. So as I'm servicing other people, they're also servicing me. So it was a very wonderful wraparound service.
Oh, yeah,
for me.
definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm sure starting working there in 2020 in the middle of the pandemic probably wasn't the easiest thing either.
No. Zoom, I'm so tired of Zoom.
Yeah.
Did so many things through Zoom. But then also like our partners, so the court system really wasn't meeting in person very often. So there's that. We weren't able to get into some of our local organizations because of COVID. And so it was a very slow start. but there was so much room and opportunities for growth during that time to work on me. That way I could better serve them. So,
Right. Yeah. How, and you're saying that, that it's been impactful on you. How impactful do you think this has been?
extremely.
Yeah.
So one of the things, so whenever I was coordinating the motherhood and fatherhood classes, we would go to local rehabs. And my family, my mother in particular, has an addiction. She is an addict. She's doing very well now. But going and sitting and listening to those moms and, just conversating with them of what their past was and how it measured to mine, it really made me, it was an eye-opening experience.
Yeah.
And that is the part that'll make me cry. So, yes, it was wonderful. I'm very thankful for it. I'm thankful for the center for that, for
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
Now, how many, do you have any numbers of just how many people in the area that you guys help with all those programs, like in a year?
Yeah, we track that. Last year it was, I really wished I would have thought to look at this before now. I want to say it was around 14,000.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, that's incredible.
Yes, between all the programs in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know how many programs you guys have? Because there's so many.
Yes, give me just a second. I'm going to say around 12.
Right.
Could be a couple more. I could be forgetting. Might be one or two less. But
Right.
I'm going to say 12.
Name off a few of the things just so people know.
Yeah. So there's the Family Initiative, which is motherhood and fatherhood. We have quite a few workforce development programs, such as Step Up, Thrive Together. We have Early Head Start, Pre-K, a variety of parenting programs, and then we do some court referral classes for the community and the Women's Station and the
Right.
Literacy Council. And there's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much inside
And
those walls.
It really seems like in the last few years that the center has grown so much. I mean, it's been there for a long time, but it does seem like the programs have grown. More people are taking advantage of it,
Yes.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Is there just a reasoning for that, or just more people need help now, or?
I don't think that more people need help. I think I'm going to go back to Donna, the previous director, who very clearly had a vision for the center, and she laid the foundation for a lot of things for us.
Yeah.
And then just going to the rest of the team as a whole, we have a really wonderful team who believes in our mission and what we do.
Yeah.
And so whenever we're going into meetings and we're speaking about our mission and we're able to make a connection because of how connected we are ourselves to that mission, that brings a whole different level of impact.
Yeah, definitely. So,
Yeah.
I think the stigma of people asking for help has gotten less too.
Yes.
It seems like my generation, and especially people a little younger, it's not as bad a thing to kind of check your pride at the door and ask for help too.
Right. Yes, that's one thing I've noticed with the fatherhood program, because the men, there is that stigma. Men especially
Oh,
do
yeah.
not want to ask for help.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's here for you.
Because we've been
Like-
taught our whole lives that
Right.
we're the ones that got to call
Yeah.
the shots and be, like,
Yeah. I do think that the stigma is, kind of going away just a little bit. The community itself, I think we have so many different resources and organizations here, and one of our biggest things here lately that we've been trying to focus on is how to tell our story and spread the word. And there's several other places that are doing the same thing, where we're coming together collectively and spreading each other's word.
yeah,
And it's, we've got very influential people inside of our community that believe in what we all do, and that helps. It just helps.
yeah,
And then you tie in workforce with it, and we're talking about, giving you scholarships and helping you get to school or helping you get a better job. People start to buy into that sort of thing,
yeah.
especially the past 5 years with the pandemic. So,
Definitely so.
yeah.
Well, let's take a quick break real quick. I want to remind everybody that we're talking to Taylor Johnson. She's the interim executive director at the Jasper Family Services Center. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back on Live at Night with James Phillips here on WJLX. And we're back on Live at 9. James Phillips here. Our special guest today is Taylor Johnson of the Jasper Area Family Services Center. She's the interim executive director. Only been in that job for a month or so?
A month and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot's happened in a month and a half.
Yeah, and you were saying like day 2 you were giving a presentation in front of a bunch of people and
Yes. So with the Community Foundation,
Yeah.
we were one of their 6 spotlights and standing in front of 300 or so
Yeah.
people. and
way
talking
to throw
about
you
the
into the fire early.
Yes. I think they planned that secretly.
Yeah, probably so. And then you also said that you guys had air conditioning broken into,
Vandalism,
stolen,
yeah.
vandalism.
Yes, that was the first week in December. We had some vandalism, 3 different occasions, and
Man.
that heats our gym, which is for the warming station, but also it heats for our early Head Start kids and their
Yeah.
playtime. So
I'm just going to say it's the lowest of the low who will vandalize an air conditioning system that's with a place that helps 14,000 people a year.
yeah,
That's pretty bad. That's like when you hear of churches getting their
right,
air conditioning broken into and things.
right.
You know.
And I think there was some other places that did. I mean, nothing was stolen.
Right.
It was
just vandalized. and
just vandalized.
see,
Yeah.
that's even more
Yeah.
reprehensible to me. At least if somebody stole it, they probably were in need. It was
Yeah.
getting money for it, but
Yeah.
good gracious.
Yeah. But
Uh,
that's fixed.
it's
There's
fixed.
a fence around it now.
Yeah.
Cameras are a little better. So
But you said you
Yeah.
got to do your first media interviews for that too.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes. We had some local news stations come out and
This kind of stuff will drive you crazy, having to do this kind of stuff.
December, I've heard the phrase baptism by fire several times since being here, but it was sure enough.
Yeah.
December was.
Oh yeah, and then I mean December, I'm sure is probably a busy month for you guys anyway, with Christmas and everything going on.
Typically, it's such a slow month.
Is it
I
really?
was so excited. Yes.
You thought I'm just going to ease into this?
Yes.
Man.
Full force.
Well, hey, you learn from it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Talk about some of the other. You named off some of the programs that you guys have other than the warming shelter, but talk about some of them a little more in depth. Like, I mean, I think everybody probably knows the Literacy Council. That's one that's kind of been out there in front of people a good bit. What are some of the workforce initiatives? You said that's something that's being used a lot now.
So we have three different programs that is considered workforce development. One is the Fatherhood and Motherhood. They that grant changed drastically a few years ago. It's really focusing on workforce development now with the parenting piece. But I was over that program for so many years, so I love it. I speak on it all the time. But it offers different scholarships, tuition assistance at places outside of Bevel, job assistance, getting the things that you might need for your job. We will pay for certifications, and then help remove barriers throughout, that parent's journey of whatever work their desire is. So then there's also Step Up and Thrive Together, and I'm going to combine those because they're kind of similar. But
Right.
Thrive is for single moms who are wanting to go back to school. It's a partnership with Bevel State. We've had it for the past 6 years, and going on the past 7 years now. And the coordinator over that is someone you really want on your side. She's a fabulous coach, and she knows how to get you in to meaningful employment.
Yeah.
Step Up, that's for individuals who receive food stamps. And if you're participating in some sort of workforce development, you receive some checks throughout the month. They're $50, but it's two $50 checks throughout the month to help you with gas or whatever going to
Oh,
work.
yeah.
All 3 of those have been very fabulous and have really blossomed.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you there are
yeah.
times that $50 is like $50,000
Oh, yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
like that can be a lot of help.
Right. And then another like Family Initiative, they also do what's called Pay to Learn. So they'll give you like 4 weeks of assignments that you primarily can do at home, and you get paid to do those.
Yeah.
You're getting paid to further your knowledge for whatever your career path may be.
Right.
It's wonderful opportunities that have just been a blessing to many in the community.
And-
I've seen a difference. We've had success stories left and right from those three alone. So
What should people do if they're interested in those programs? They just call you guys? Or?
yes,
What-
call the center.
What's the center's number?
205-302-0801 and ask to speak to Mackenzie.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, some of the other programs that you were talking about, you got the pre-K program. Is there a lot of kids involved in it?
There is. We have 2 classrooms. We have 2 buildings now. So we're at the North Highlands, the old North Highlands Elementary School.
Oh, yeah.
We have our 2 pre-K classrooms there and 4 wonderful teachers, and they are just rocking and rolling over there. It's we started doing pre-K a few years ago, and I think that it's just a very interesting dynamic, getting to see those families come in and the impact that we're having on them, and the different pre-K is wonderful because you have a variety of different backgrounds, and
Oh,
so those teachers are learning so much, and they're pouring into the kids as much as the kids are pouring into them. So
Now, do y'all still have Head Start too, or is it?
just Early Head Start,
Early
a
Head Start, okay.
partnership with UAB.
I knew a lot of things changed with Head
Yeah.
Start a couple years ago. So.
Yeah. So we had the traditional Head Start grant, and then we also had the UAB Early Head Start. We still have UAB Early Head Start. It serves 8 kids, and they're anywhere between 1 to 3, and they are at our West Jasper building. My 2 are in there, my 2 little ones. I love it.
Yeah.
It has helped them tremendously. So much growth has happened this year because of that program.
Yeah.
I will say it is full, but they will accept kids on a waiting list. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and I think all the studies show that the earlier children can start learning, the better, and
Right.
the better outcome they'll have in the future.
Right.
But, what else have we not talked about?
We have parenting classes,
Okay.
several different ones, but there is one starting tonight. It's called Grade Level Reading, and it's for any child that is in 3rd grade that is having some reading issues. But the program offers several different incentives. You get fed dinner. There is free childcare, so parents come, sit in, and learn a little, and the kids get to go in and partake in some different activities.
And I'm sure that's something more people are using too, with the emphasis that's being put on reading at 3rd grade.
Right.
Because I've got a 2nd grader, so
Yes.
I know we're already looking into all that. You know?
Yes, and then the state of Alabama recently released their. They have a reading initiative now. For a while they was very focused on math.
Right.
Now we're kind of focusing a little bit more on reading, and so with that, in partnership with this, I mean that could really help a lot of kids accelerate their reading and understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like our state likes to focus on one thing at a time, and then the other thing drops off a little bit. There should be a holistic way to do that, but I don't know. I'm not an
Math
educator.
hasn't went away, but yeah, I'm not an educator either. I know there's a lot that they have to do. So.
Yeah, and it ends
I
up
think-
being more paperwork on the
Right,
teachers.
Right.
Any other initiatives that we haven't talked about?
There's so many. We have Born Ready University that's coming up. That's for anybody with a child under the age of 5. Once again, really wonderful incentives. There's a lot of guest speakers coming. I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
I think anybody can take advantage of these things, and we all have room to learn and grow.
Oh, definitely. And with the amount of programs that you guys have, I feel like anybody out there could use them for any type of help. I've got 5 kids myself. Any parent, you've gone through am I even doing this thing right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
just to have, even if you only go a couple times, to go and be like, okay, I am doing okay.
Right. Yeah.
It's a good pat on the back sometimes.
Right. Every kid's different.
Yeah.
So I have 3, and none of them are similar in
Oh,
any
yeah.
capacity.
Yeah.
And so I remember whenever, I brought my daughter home, sure, I really didn't know anything about parenting then, but then I got my 2-year-old, and I'm like, we've done this one time. It'll be fine.
Right.
No.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Worlds apart. So,
Mine have similarities, but they're all totally different. But the similarities skip a kid. So it was like kid number 1, 3, and 5 are similar, and 2 and 4 are similar. And
That's so funny.
it's a weird thing, Remind everybody about the warming shelter. It's going on. Will not be open tonight or tomorrow because it's not dropping below freezing. But it'll be open on Friday for sure. And more than likely Saturday and Sunday.
yes.
6 to
6 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah, 6
Yes.
p.m. to 7 a.m. Unless it's freezing during the day, and they may open this weekend through the
Extended
day.
hours.
And then they need plenty of help as far as supplies go and volunteers go. Some of the supplies, clothing, food, like if you guys want to make dinner, I'm sure that's fine.
Yes.
Or just bring in some microwavable meals and things like that. They need clothing, they need blankets, any kind of warming item, toiletry stuff, cleaning stuff.
Really, anything.
Yeah, I was going to say,
You wanted
if
to-
it's something you would need around your house, they probably need that,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And so all you got to do is just show up and bring it, or you can call them and let them know, or even ask, hey, okay, what are you in desperate need for? That sort of thing, I'm sure.
Yes.
And we'll post the list on this show and throughout the day, and the next couple of days we'll post it too. For the warming center volunteers, anybody, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we don't want super young individuals. You know, there's some challenging behaviors sometimes. Just meaning, like, you know, people are up and
Right.
around, and you know, health and all the things. But
Right.
yes, just pretty much anybody who has a given heart who wants to come in, and we'll sit down and talk with you and see if you're a good fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we hope that that your year kind of slows down a little bit at least, because you've been under fire since you took over this position.
January has been nice compared to December for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming in on late notice. When I saw that you guys needed things, I just wanted to invite you in so people could help and know what's going on at the Family Services Center.
Yeah, I thank you. Seriously. We share stuff on Facebook all the time, but anything that we can do to kind of get the word out there about us and who we are and the needs that we may have,
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
And it's
So,
good for people to get to know you too, since you're new on the job. You've been there for 5 years, but
Yeah.
you're new on the director job.
Yes, I've been behind the scenes, and now I feel very much in front.
Out and open, yeah.
Yes.
I understand that for sure. Well, I appreciate you coming in. Guys, thanks for listening this morning. We'll be back tomorrow live at 9. Until then, be kind and love, and take some donations to the Jasper Area Family Services Center. And we'll see you tomorrow live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX.